Oh, starting off the video here, I see a balloon present. I don't have a slingshot though. I'll have to just let that cute little pink balloon go. Pink to match my hair, pink to match my house. Just all about pink and plumwood so far, or Plumdrop. I guess I could have named my town Plumwood as well, but we went with Plumdrop. Welcome to Day 2 with this town. Thank you so much for all the support on the first video, by the way. It really meant a lot to me and surprised me quite a bit, so thank you. Let's start off by shopping, or wait, I guess I have like literally no money still. So I think I'm gonna go and shake some pears off the trees to make our first bells ever in this town. What is you all's preferred way to make money at the start of the game? Do you prefer to... Are you like a seashell gatherer, a fruit seller? I feel like there's certain things you gotta do at the beginning though that you will rely less on as time goes on. I don't know many people who still sell all their shells every day, but it's something good when you're literally on day 1 here. Something else kind of funny about this game or playing it after so much New Horizons is your pockets really get filled fast with the fruit because there's no stacking that goes on in your inventory, but that's alright. It's also been a little while since I last played, so there are some wilted flowers and some weeds. I'll try to clean up the town a little bit the best I can, and I hope I have a watering can. But I guess I hope I have a lot of things. I don't have like any tools right now. No watering can. But he has something to say to me. Oh, Violet, what fantastic timing on your part. I'd completely forgotten to mention a very important task that I must ask of you. Oh, not a task, a thing to ask of me. Now that you've moved into Plumdrop, the Happy Room Academy will rate you. It's not hard at all, and everyone's doing it. Oh, so if everyone's doing it, I gotta do it too. What's really funny is I hate their letters, and I don't like doing the Happy Room Academy at all. I wonder if I can say no. I'm gonna try to say no here for the first time. See if he lets me. All you have to do is keep your room looking nice and appealing, that's it. You won't even notice the Academy representatives evaluating your room. And they'll send you the results of their evaluations from time to time. All you have to do is try to earn a high score. Not so much to ask. I disagree. Count me out. It perplexes me that you'd say such a thing. Violet, I want to give your life some meaning. Oh my god, the HRA is gonna give her life some meaning. Okay, look at his meanie face. Tom Nook has his meanie face on. Alright, we have to accept. High scores mean we have a refined sense of style. So show us all how good your interior design skills are. Well, I am looking forward to dabbling in some interior design. I'm a little amused that my tiny little house, if I save up the money, I mean, it could be pretty swanky here at the get-go with a full kitchen and a kitchen table. Sometimes you get kind of like screwed over by what's at your shop at the beginning of the game. I actually found a funny meme about it with New Horizons that just the sort of things that'll show up at your Nook's cranny before you get a single table or wardrobe or anything functional. Like, here's a gargoyle. Oof, only 900 bells. We need to get some foreign fruit in here. Or make some bells on some turnips. Oh, that's not bad. 112 bells per turnip. Not too bad. Alright, what else is cluttering up my pockets? Maybe I should sort of start off with a clean slate here and do some decorating with the stuff I already have. I was hoping I could make bells and then buy out the shop and then do the decorating, but I feel like it'll be easier to make some bells with empty pockets. And since it's been a while since I've played, I think we should also have a new villager, so we'll be sure to go and introduce ourselves to him or her. Gosh, I still have these frickin' roaches. I'm gonna look under all the furniture, try to eradicate these. Ah, this is a good sign. I don't really have as much under the furniture today. Ah, I think we're on our way to a roach-free house. So this is my parquet floor. I specifically remember that Bunny gave it to me, which is interesting because this is actually the rug that is in Bunny's house. I don't know the odds of that, but that is a little weird to me. It's like she had 2 of these. She's like, here, have my other one. And I think that's already making our home a lot comfier. I'm cringing at the wallpaper. The wallpaper's a bit of a mismatch. So is this, but hey, it'll get it out of our pockets. The beginning of the game is so interesting because you don't have a wardrobe either. So I guess if you don't want to, I guess if you don't want something, you have to think about whether you just want to sell it or just lay it in your house as like garbage practically. There we go. And I think I'm just gonna sell my common floor. But maybe I'll just continue to pluck pears on the way to our new villager, which seems to be Dizzy. What do you all think of Dizzy? I've actually never had him before, but I know what type of animal he is, and he's one of these like very simple looking villagers, not a whole lot of complex designs or weird colors. Dang, Kurt and the shovel. I guess this is Kurt's tool of choice here. Running around with a shovel. Look at him go. Go away. I don't want to buy anything. Leave me alone. Oh, Violet, it's you. I thought you were trying to sell me stuff I don't need. Maybe I am, Kurt. Maybe I am. I'm just killing time. Furniture, tools, sushi, everything worth having in this world costs bells. Kurt the philosopher strikes again. There are tons of get rich quick schemes out there, so find one you like. Me, I pick up random junk around town. Then I threaten Tom Nook until he buys all of it for a ridiculous price. That shovel of yours, I see how you do it, Kurt. It's a fun and fast way to get rich. Yeah, it is an old standby, just selling everything you have. We also have a fossil. I'm thinking that maybe the first thing that I should do, as much as I'm eyeing that kitchenware and that like green table and everything, I guess I should buy some tools first. Oh, hi, Mint. Violet, I just came up with the absolute perfect nickname for you. Ooh, our first nickname. I'm kind of nervous. I guess I should give it a shot, right? Sometimes these can be kind of bad though, and they don't always let you change them. Ah, Dainty V. That is really cute. Wow, I don't know how I feel about like V being the letter. Like I might prefer something else, but I mean, I guess I picked Violet. I should have thought of that. Something big-brained for you to do the next time you're picking your Animal Crossing character's name. Just, you know, pick your favorite letter. Whatever letter would sound swanky after these nicknames your villagers give you. And let's see what the bulletin board says. Oh, so we have a fishing tourney this Sunday. Message of the week. Easy come, easy go. Am I coming or going? I bet Kurt wrote that because Kurt's the philosopher. It is kind of fun sometimes to try to figure out who wrote the message of the weeks or the talking to myself. Let's try to figure it out. Talking to myself. When I was little, kids called me the librarian, but I'm not a librarian. Kids can be so cruel. I've actually read a theory online that it's Pelly who writes the talking to myselfs. Let me know if you think that's a Pelly-esque quote. Got some onomatopoeia here. Oh, and here's a New Year message from Tom Nook. There's my cryptic dark message. Let me say it in a dark voice. The end is the beginning. The beginning is the end. Alright, we have another talking to myself. I wear a bathing suit in the tub in case of an earthquake. Maybe I watch too much TV. Jeez, why you gotta say something anxiety-inducing like that? Message of the week. Keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Make sure everyone uses lots of deodorant. I don't know if I see these all as Pelly quotes. I really don't know who writes all these. Oh, here's one. Katrina told me that the pelican was the symbol for savings. I'm not sure how I feel about that. That one could definitely be written by Pelly. Milk is good for you. Milkshakes, not so much. But they're delicious. I haven't had one in so long. Poetry. Just one bite won't hurt. Yum bite, gobble gobble yum. I ate 12 cupcakes. I wonder what format of poem this is. Is this like a limerick? I don't know. I'm exposing my lack of poetry knowledge. Message of the week. Advice is easy, listening is hard. I actually think that's a decent message. I feel like sometimes it's something I try to do more and more these days. Like, if someone's telling me about something, I try hard to listen and affirm and respond to them and not always jump to the first thing that pops into my brain. Just like a listening activity I'm trying to be better about. Talking to myself. I just saw this movie where two hedgehogs fall in love. The ending was so cliche. Bah, unbelievable. Alright, so my new theory is that the talking to myself is various NPCs around the town. Like this is definitely, I think, by Sable. Speaking of which, I guess once we make some more money, because we're still dirt poor here, as soon as we make some money, we should also try to go and buy our first clothes. Sorry for dropping pears on your head, Mint. Oh, and here's a snowball. Popped up in kind of a precarious location, though, near the river and all these trees. I hope I can get it going. There's also a lot of dirt in Wild World, so it's really interesting. It follows the same rules as all the other games, where when it's going over snow, it'll get bigger, but when it's going over dirt, it'll get smaller. So I guess you're doomed to just like be stuck to the strips of snow that Wild World has scattered everywhere. I have seen a lot of people complain about the distribution of snow and dirt in Wild World over time. I like that it has no grassware though. You don't have to really like put in some work every day to make sure you keep your dirt paths maintained and all that, and you don't have to worry about ending up with a desert. I guess you're already kind of somewhat in a desert. Look at all this dirt. Ah, another weed. So this snowball is getting pretty decent. I feel like this could definitely be the base of it. Maybe I could try to push it somewhere else now. I guess I'm gonna put it over by my house, because my house does look kind of sad and lonely over here. I figure this will be a nice, cute way to dress it up a little. So that can be the base, and now I just have to find the other snowball. Alright, we're all loaded up with pears again. At least Kurt swapped out his shovel for a net for a change. Villagers in Wild World have hobbies, by the way. I guess I haven't really gotten a handle on what all my villager hobbies are, but they do. Some of them get into gardening, some of them get into fossil collecting, all sorts of stuff. Alright, now we're talking. Maybe we can buy some shovels now. Or a shovel and a fishing rod, rather. Oh, he's gonna give me a tutorial. How to use my shovel. And a fishing rod. Not bad first tools here. Nook's Cranny is so quaint and cozy to me. Like, I just love the vibe and atmosphere in here. The classic music, the old familiar traditional pots. I kind of feel like there's a pot even in New Horizons that's sort of based off of these pots. Ah, the kitchen sink. It's a little too much for us right now. I do have my eye on it though. I'm just amused about it being on the wall of my tiny house. That's too expensive for us too. But maybe we can start making some more money now that we have these tools. And we might have enough money for a few clothes, actually. Clothes tend to be a little bit cheaper than furniture is. Meeting Mabel for the first time. Hey, welcome. Welcome to Able Sisters, where you are the fashion designer. Mabel, the peppy one, the extrovert, here to greet shoppers, and Sable in the back doing all the... She works so hard all the time. I feel bad for her. So, say hi to her for the first time. She'll have to warm up to us. Well, it looks like I could be like some sort of robe and scholar cosplay if I wanted to. I guess I'll buy the witch outfit. I probably shouldn't though. There's probably much better things I could be buying. Like the kitchen sink. So yeah, I'll pass on the rest of it. Not the best selection today. I've been meaning to add new clothes to this area because I've noticed some of my villagers walking around in these clothes and I just think they're very lacking. Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna look for the money rock. Because I know one of these babies is the money rock. Let's see if I still have those money rock reflexes. Okay. Why did I hit it twice? I'm just like, please be the one. Ah, here's a fossil. Hey Kurt, what's up? Calling me fuzzball. Are you interested in a modern tile? Maybe for the right price. What's your price? Oh, he's giving it to me for free. That is so sweet. Maybe that is not so sweet, Kurt. Thanks for the insult. Oh, is this our new house? I think Mint's coming to check out the new villager as well. So this is Dizzy's house. Let's go meet him. I've never had him before. Alright, here's Dizzy. He's rocking the backyard flooring and like sort of a cabin wallpaper combo. Dizzy's trying to make 100 friends, moving from village to village. And you're the 13th. Lucky you. Dizzy's all like, 13's a lucky number. Why not? Nothing wrong with 13. Or the 5 on a shirt. Oh, poor Dizzy. I wanted a better look at his face. He's really quite cute looking. I think I'll enjoy having him and getting to know him. Oh, the Money Rock Pursuit. I can't forget about the Money Rock Pursuit. Alright, I hope this is enough space. Oh my god, that was so sneaky! I almost didn't keep shoveling because I just heard like the sound of the bells. I didn't actually see the bells, I just heard the clank of them coming down. This is pretty good though. I know I didn't totally succeed. I left some opportunity, but this is pretty solid for us. Yeah, we're gonna be able to afford that kitchen now. And we haven't met Blathers yet either. I'll have to go and meet him soon. I'm not sure if we have all our oh! No! I was about to dig that up because I had a feeling it might be a fossil. Mint just like looking on, not caring. No concern shown. Well, I don't have to hit rocks anymore, but sometimes when you hit them like a pill bug comes out. So here's the waterfall from this angle. I sometimes find like tiny strips of land over here hard to decorate and hard to work with once you start being ambitious about a town. Sometimes I look for maps where if there is a strip of land like that, it's at least pretty small and doesn't go down the whole town. Oh wow, I think I know what Mint's hobby is. Mint seems to have like a gardening hobby. It's a little bit sad that they can't water their own flowers, so some of those flowers will continue to kind of die off until I can get a watering can, but I do think that's a cute garden so far for Mint. Maybe I won't really try to produce hybrids until I get a watering can, but I guess it won't hurt to pick up some of the flowers that are around town and try to arrange them in a way that will produce hybrids. I should probably stay focused on the task at hand though, finding the Diggy spots. I wonder how many Diggy spots there are every day in Wild World. I think it changes a little from game to game. I might just kind of assume that there's 3. Because Wild World towns are kind of small, so maybe it's just 3 in this game. I think it goes up to 4, at least in some of the more modern ones. I'm not really sure what the number of fossils is in Wild World. Alright, we're gonna meet Blathers for the first time. Oh, there he is. The good old Wild World Museum. Oh, and Celeste! We have Celeste in this one. Terribly sorry, Who? I get so frightfully tired during the day. What? Yes, well, by the by, might there be something with which I can assist you? Let's get him to, like, introduce himself a bit more. Yes, well, in a nutshell, this is the place where many fields come together. Yes, archaeology, the natural sciences, art, all under one roof. Indeed, they combine to form a rare collection of the highest caliber. The goal in creating things in this space... terribly sorry. Am I babbling again? No, I was enjoying it. I really love science. It's one of my big interests. I'm up there with Celeste though, with my mind in the clouds and the stars. That's my biggest interest is astronomy. I'm hoping that if you no longer need something violet, perhaps you will consider helping the museum by possibly donating it. Well, to be forthright, we hope you will donate items you do need as well. He's like, if you need that fossil for money, I'm also gonna still ask for it. I guess I'll do what you ask, Blathers. I think it would be cool to see how far this museum can go with our Let's Play. See how far we can get. So what is our first fossil gonna be? Yeah, he's referencing, because this is the sequel to the Animal Crossing GameCube game, and in the GameCube game you had to like send the fossils off to get identified in the mail. So Blathers took a correspondence course and is now officially licensed. I show no fear, I proclaim. Take heed, fossil. You shall be identified by me. Blathers is so quirky. Ah, an Apato skull. I'm really bad with knowing about dinosaurs. If there's one thing that Animal Crossing has failed to teach me, because it has taught me about bugs and fish in particular. But I haven't really absorbed much of the info about dinosaurs. I think all the names are just, they kind of go over my head and I don't really match them up well with what they look like. Because I usually either just sort of shove them to Blathers or sell them for money. But it doesn't take too long to start to get a completed fossil exhibit. Like, this is one of the fastest ones to complete, so once we start making some more progress, we'll have to go in there and see all our dinosaur bones. Nope, I think I'm good. Donated our first things to the museum. We can feel good about ourselves. And the music changes ever so slightly when you go from room to room. I think that's kind of a cool detail. I've always loved the design of Celeste's observatory. I think it's just so adorably designed. Smack smack. Oh dear me, hooty toot. I beg your pardon, I was just resting my eyes. I was not napping. No, I was not. My brother may sleep on the job, but I do not. Hooty toot, can I help you? You can call her cute if you want. She gets mad at you though. This is just the observatory where you can gaze upon the wonders of the stars. You really should try out the telescope. It's free and it's absolutely brilliant. And actually, I could use a bit of help if it's not too much of a bother. See, Blathers bought me a discounted star chart, but it has a problem. It lacks constellations. I gather that's what made it so affordable. Blathers. This is where you'd come in handy. You can create constellations for us. Whoa, look at her. Oh my gosh, I love this expression on her. She's all aflutter. Just get so thrilled at the thought of all these new constellations, even if they're fake. I guess while we're here, I feel like I'm doing so much like different stuff here at the beginning, like ADD, just jumping from let's make money to let's find fossils to I guess now we're gonna make a constellation if I see anything. I do actually kind of like to Like I like to actually look and see if I see any shapes, just like how you would a real constellation. I sort of see something here, like there's like this curve that could be like a head. I think I see a duck, so I'm gonna see if maybe I can make a duck constellation. Oops. How do I go back? Oh, is that too far away? That's interesting. I was trying to connect these two. There we go. There's my neck of the duck. I guess it shows you the possible connections as you're doing it. Or maybe it's more of a swan. Doesn't this look kind of like a swan? Okay, I gotta somehow get the head of the swan though. Dude. Okay, can I not? Oh. Can I not connect the neck? That is so unfortunate. Is there a limit? Okay, well let me go back then. Oh, jeez, that really ruined everything. Oh, okay. Well, maybe if I can't, you know, do the whole neck, like that's about as good as I can do sort of thing. Like, I think that might look enough like a swan to justify naming it a swan. I don't know if I see a duck anymore. So I guess that's our first constellation for Plumdrop. So we'll be able to see it best on January 31st at 6 p.m. She always says that, but I feel like you can always see them at other times too. It doesn't really have to be that specific or picky. I think you can usually just see these chilling out in your sky all the time. There's not like a specific date you have to look at it. My only issue with myself with constellations, I think I can come up with some nice constellations and see some nice shapes. Celeste here agrees with me. I never know how to name them creatively though. Like I could theoretically try to come up with something more creative than swan, but I could never think of anything that cool. I have this friend that I used to play Wild World with back in the day. I'm actually still in touch with her and we're still friends. But she would name her constellations really creative things. Like one was called 13th Zodiac because the idea being that there are 12 zodiac animals, and so the 13th one was the one in the sky that she did. And another one was called Courting Hydra. So if you know like the Hydra from, is it Greek mythology? Anyways, I guess it was courting, kind of like another constellation. So anyway, I admire that a lot. Maybe once I make some new constellations that can be a courting swan, I could just like copy that method. Kurt and I are matching with our matching shovels. Shovel besties. Hi, shovel bestie. I wonder if his hobby is collecting fossils. That would make sense. Oh, is it a half day for you, Violet? What the heck did you want from me anyway? Uh-oh. Bunny wants to talk to us too. Sorry, Bunny. See? Oh, I guess now we know why he carries a shovel all the time. He's after fossils. He thinks we're after him too. I know all about your plan. Don't think I haven't seen you stare and wring your hands hatching a plot. Well, your plot to steal my precious beast relics has been foiled. Yeah, I guess if I were after his fossils, I would just steal them on behalf of Blathers. Hey, I better see you donating to the museum too, Kurt. Wouldn't it be kind of cute if your villagers could contribute to your museum? I know that's not how Animal Crossing works, but I think it would be kind of cute if you could just be like, oh, look, Olivia helped me with that string fish or whatever. Look, Mo caught the coelacanth for me. I don't have to spend an exuberant amount of time the next rainy day. But maybe I'm just lazy. Yay, more monies. Alright, I'm not wasting any more time. We are getting this kitchen. That's more than just a kitchen sink, Nook. I mean, that's the whole thing. This is so cute, a point tracking system. So many stores in real life do this. It's like the rewards card. Can I sign you up for the rewards card? You can earn points. I'll get the table too. I've always liked the green series and the green table. Ah, the regal wall. That's not bad. Better than our common wall anyways. No, I don't know if I want the RoboFloor. Should I just get it for the catalog? No, we're too poor for that. We don't have enough money to like just be spending stuff for the catalog. Oh, I should definitely get some flowers though. Maybe wait to plant them since I don't have a can yet. Earlier, I was definitely kind of romanticizing Nook's Cranny and talking about how much I loved it and how cute it is. Part of me would have even wondered at times, especially with rustic towns and towns that are going for a more easygoing, humble atmosphere, if it would be better to keep Nook's Cranny just for the vibes and the look of it, but I don't know, it really doesn't have a whole lot. It's not like the Nook's Cranny in New Horizons, so I actually look forward to the shop expanding. I might have to hold off on decorating my house until I can get a wardrobe though. I have nothing to put everything that I want to keep. So this is a little bit awkward. I have an idea though. Okay, so I don't need the cardboard box anymore. Let's not be a pack rat about the cardboard box. I can put some of this stuff on a table, so not everything has to be on a floor. I can try to clutter up my tables as well. Not the best combo in the world, but better than nothing. Should the kitchen sink go in the middle? I'll put it on the edge since it's so big and we've also got that big honkin' green table. Like if I put the green table in the middle, I'll barely be able to walk around the whole room, so gotta be space efficient here. And I guess we can put some stuff on the table. If I have the choice, I know what song I should request first. I should probably request Forest Life first, but I'm not sure if maybe he just like does something random the first time you see him. Maybe he doesn't let you do a request right off the bat. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, that was quite the noise when I sat down. Did y'all hear that? Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if that was the chair or me. And the last thing, I will keep the ranch tea table. I don't know if I want it to touch the sink though, because then that will cause it to sort of block some of those cabinets. So I'm gonna try to get it over here. I'm so amused because we have done the old standby in Animal Crossing of just shoving everything against the wall. it is an art. It is an accepted way to decorate. And I'm also going to be a pack rat about my clothes. I have to keep the Nook's Crannies shirt for memories. Even though it's not the most aesthetic shirt in the world, and I'll probably literally never wear it again. You also can't ever buy it again, so once you sell it, you just can't obtain it anymore. So that makes me almost want to keep it, especially since it's my Let's Play uniform, you know? It's not just any uniform. But yeah, these can go. These like remnants of the crappy house Tom Nook originally gave me. Now I've got a nice little room going on here. You can tell I need a wardrobe though. Oh man, I need to find the other snowball too. Where'd that other snowball go? Oh, I found the other snowball! Here it is. Oh, dang, I was a little bit, no, please don't break on the cliff. I need to be careful with this thing. It seems to be alright though. It doesn't mind being brushed against the cliff. Come on, any day now. There we go. I haven't built a snowman in real life in so long. It doesn't really snow a whole lot where I live. Like if we do get a little bit of snow, it's usually just some inches that causes the schools to close and makes roads dangerous for us since we don't really get snow a whole lot, so we don't have the infrastructure to deal with it. So everything closes and it's usually gone pretty quickly though. It usually melts fast. There was this legendary snowstorm in my state though. I live in the US. There was this legendary snowstorm where we got like, I think at least a foot or maybe 2 feet, and it was really good snow. I definitely think I remember making some snowmen that day. Ah, is this solid? Is this right? My gut's telling me to either go for it or make the head like just a tad bit bigger. Because I know that they actually don't really like for the head to be half the size of the... Or maybe I'm giving bad information. But to me it sometimes looks like they want the head to be like about 3/4 the size of the body. So like this is definitely still too big of a head. But if I shrink it down a little bit, I think it might just be just right. I feel like I keep seeing the other snowball move. It's kind of freaking me out. I keep imagining that there's a dung beetle moving it. I think that might be right. About right. Make it a little smaller. Okay, I'm going for it. Here we go. Ah! Happy Snowman Day! Ho ho ho! Yes, today is an auspicious occasion indeed. It is my birthday. Oh no. He's not perfect. I think the head needs to be a little smaller, or the body needs to be a little bigger. Like that might have actually been a decent head if I made the body bigger. I'm sorry. Oh, weird. Think about it. A snowman board. Kind of philosophical, don't you think? Man, that's deep. Let's catch our first fish, shall we? I'm hoping it's a bitterling. I like the bitterlings. They're actually worth a decent amount of money. Oh shoot, I can't see the fish or my bopper. Why do they have to go under the bridges? Oh, is this it? Jeez, I'm reminding myself of my nephews. I gave my nephews New Horizons to play. recently. It was sometime in 2021, and they're pretty young, and they were just doing all sorts of super silly antics, like plucking all the flowers or just like picking up random stuff, and then their pockets would get full, and I had to try to explain to them, your pockets are full, you gotta go to the shop. And then on the way to the shop, something else would catch their attention, and it's like, your pockets are full. It was really adorable. I probably didn't do a great job articulating how it all works, but I was also just happy to see them entranced and making their pockets full. Like aunt, like nephew. Darn it, I'm so sad. I wanted that to be my first fish. I really don't know where it is anymore. I'm just gonna give up on that one. I wanted that to be my first fish because it looked like it might be a bitterling to me, which I've always been kind of fond of those for some reason. They're cute, they're colorful, they're worth a lot, but I guess our first one's gonna be a sea bass. I'm calling it. Might be a little small for a sea bass. Could be an olive flounder. Oh, come on. Okay, we got it. Come on. Look, look, look. Sometimes you just need to leave it in there and wait for it to see it. I'm just gonna wait. I know you can turn around, buddy. Yes! Okay, okay. I give up. This one's not gonna be my first fish either. In fact, I could be wrong, but I think when they're super oblivious to your bopper, it could be a sign that it's trash, like a tire, or like that would definitely have to be a tire because it's kind of big. But I think when they just really take no notice of your bopper, sometimes it's trash. Like this one, look, it's noticing me a lot better than that other one, and of course I missed it. Not really showing my best fishing here. This isn't my proudest moment. I think I have to admit it. I think I have to suck up my pride a little. I think I'm a little rusty. Been doing too much decorating instead of fishing. A horse mackerel. It is our first fish. I feel like the ocean fish are disappointing about half the time. Alright, I actually, like, even though I caught my first fish and we did that for a little bit, I don't know if that's really what I want to focus on today. I sort of feel like I could do that another time, and I had this other list of things to do. Yeah, I want to work on the town flag and some of the town clothes, because that'll help give identity to the town and help it start feeling like home. By the way, Dainty V, I just gotta show you this weird letter I got. Dearest Muffin, your nose is like a succulent new potato plucked at the height of the potato season. Your secret admirer. This is funny because it's a bit of a joke on my Twitch stream, a running joke, that it came up once in conversation that I don't really like potatoes. I feel like anything that they interact with just becomes less good, whether it's shepherd's pie or tater tots. I'm just not really a fan, and apparently that's sacrilege according to my community, and everyone loves potatoes. Some people in my chat even prefer potatoes to pizza, which is my favorite food. So for a charity stream, for $800 raised for charity, I actually ate a potato live on live on camera. It was a really big potato, and it was very it was not impressive. Definitely not this succulent potato plucked at the height of potato season. It's a very weird letter, but in some ways it's right on target. It is a kind of funny letter, Mitch. Look at you getting love letters, like a true snooty. So I think the next order of business, I'm gonna try to make some clothes and a town flag. So this might be edited in the Let's Play a little differently. Like maybe I'll speed things up, obviously, while I'm working on the flag. But I might record the process of me doing it, at least, and see if it makes it in. But in any case, I'll show you how it turns out at the end. This is such a cute little angle right here where you can see Mabel, but you can also see Sable in the background. You can see their pictures on the wall. Oh wow, I can't believe I did this. I guess this was me experimenting with the spacing of wooden planks. That reminds me, I actually did start working on some paths in a different town. The fun thing about Wild World is you can like make paths in any town that you have, any Wild World cartridge that you have, and it's not like a QR code or a custom design in New Horizons where it's uneditable. It'll let you edit them between characters, so yeah, that's definitely like a flaw that I find in some of the newer games. It helps protect your patterns so people can't just edit them like crazy, but I mean, if you're the one who made them and you're just playing as a different character or a different town, you have to find some way around that. So these are the palettes in Wild World. These are the designs possibilities that I've had to work with whenever I make my custom designs in the past. So we have a few at the very end that are kind of like grayscale and what do you call the thing that's grayscale but a bit more brown? Sepia? Yeah, sepia scale. And there are a few of these palettes that just have like lots of bright colorful rainbows. Those are like the rainbow palettes for me. There are these smooth gradients like pastel and dark. It's like the blue palette. I don't really find this one too useful for paths. Maybe like a nice wall or floor or like a shirt that's blue. This one's actually useful sometimes for pathing because it has a nice mixture of browns that are good for like bricks. And this color right here kind of blends in with the dirt, at least in the summertime. Not in the wintertime. The wintertime it's a weird shade and not this shade, but yeah, this palette's pretty handy for pathing sometimes. This one I find a little weird to use just because like orange and blue isn't my favorite combo together. I know they're complementary colors, but in a very abrasive way. My high school actually, its colors were orange and blue, so I know this feeling well. 7. This one's got some shades of green and blue and pink. At least it has different values to it so that you can add some nice shading. I actually like this one for pathing quite a bit. You can make some nice paths on this one with the browns, and these are some solid neutral greens and neutral yellows that you can use for like grass and flowers. It doesn't blend in with the environment though. Maybe good for flags, this one. Ooh, this one I like to use for clothes and flags. I do like the colors on this one, the sort of pinks and pale blues. This is one of those rainbow palettes. And this one's special. Remember how I mentioned earlier that even though there was one palette earlier that had earthy tones, it doesn't blend in? Well, this is the one that blends in. And when I was younger, I thought that it only blended in with the summer grass because I was like, oh look, it only gives you green and the dirt, so you can't blend it in with autumn. But I've actually found that if you sometimes get creative and like shoot, Gotta love the... There we go. If you do stuff like this and you're open to it not being absolutely perfect, having some stipple shading and letting your eye kind of mix the colors together, sometimes you can actually try to blend things in with the autumn ground a little. So I look forward to trying to do that in the future once we get to those months. This is the palette for the current season. It's got the snow and the dirt. And I do find, though, unfortunately, that once you're done with all the snow and the dirt colors, like, these are so bright, sometimes it's hard to make things with just these few colors here. This one, I'll point out this color. This is really good for ice. Like, it's actually not included in the snow. There's nothing in the snow that is this color. But this is like the perfect color where if you're making like an icy pool or something, like that's what you want. Then you can like use this one for some shading on the icy pool. Yeah, that's the winter palette. So I hope you like my little walkthrough of the palettes. It's definitely my point of contention with Wild World pattern making, even though I love that pattern making exists in this game, and I think it was a big step up from the GameCube where we can put paths on the ground now, opens a whole new world of customization. It's kind of stinks that you have to use these very specific palettes, and sometimes they're kind of limiting. New Leaf was one of my favorite games to get better at pattern designing in because it really opened the door with picking your own palette. So I'm thinking for my town flag, I might try to do like some sort of landscape scene that has like some trees and a little house in it. We'll see how it turns out. Alright, so that's how it came out. Wow. All that work. Can't even see it. Wow, well. What an end to the stream there. I am so amused right now. Like that is the grand result of that probably close to an hour of work on the town flag. Can't even see it. Well, if you can see a little bit of it, let me know what you think of it so far. And I really appreciate you checking out this episode and checking out on my progress on Plumdrop. I do think that the first episode was like a really nice way to dip my toes into this Let's Play thing, because the first episode had a lot of structure. Like I pretty much had to follow Tom Nook's chores, but I guess these future Let's Plays I will have to get a feel for just picking the day's activities and things. So if you all have any feedback, feel free to let me know. But yeah, this is just my no pressure, cozy little Let's Play. So I hope you enjoy it. Wow, just like looking at this acre and standing here and seeing the pond nearby and the flowers and the snowman. I already feel like my house is a lot cuter than it was day one. Alright, bye everyone. Have a wonderful day.
Quick me now. Oh, now. Oh, me quick.